Hi, my stamping friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if you're joining me tonight, that's wonderful. I thank you for joining me. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you've subscribed to my YouTube channel so that you get notified when I do go live. Another thing, hit that bell and you'll get notified immediately as soon as I do go live. If you're on Facebook, make sure that you give StreamYard the authorization in order to say who you are, and then that way I know who I'm commenting to. If you've joined through my Facebook page, I know who you are. So welcome. Hello, Marjorie. So see, I can see certain people depending on which way you come in. Just remember, if you do live in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. But in any event, I do hope that I'm going to do something. It's it's Thursday night, and it is What Now? It's part of my What Now series. Now, somebody reached out, and this is a newer product than what I usually use. But you know what? Some people have gotten this from the new J2J mini catalog. So, you know what? I'm excited to show you how to use this. So let's just jump right down to my desktop. So I'm not sure if you've even noticed it, but on page 65, there's these beautiful butterfly and flower layering decorative masks. And, they're a lot of fun to play with. You can use them with embossing paste. You can use them with, oh my goodness, where did they go to? My brushes. Oh my goodness, I start something and my brushes are gone on me. That's fine. We'll just end up getting some more brushes. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do this with brushes instead of doing it with embossing paste. But these stencils are amazing, and I'll show you these stencils. They come in a couple of decorative back ones. So there's this one. You have this one as well. Then you also have this one. I really like this one. I like this one too. So I think we're going to use this one. And then there's these ones here. Let me just show you this. This is, these are flowers. And then you also have the flowers and the leaves. And then you also have the beautiful butterflies. We're going to go ahead and we're actually going to use the flowers. So how can that disappear so quickly? Well, anything is possible, right? All right. So I'm just going to come in with some new blending brushes. These ones have been cleaned, but I usually use dedicated ones, but I'm not going to take the time to look for them tonight because they were just here. But, that's what happens to my crafting studio. Now, also what we're going to do, like I say, if there's anything that you want to know how to use in different things, just reach out to me and I'd be happy to do it on Thursday nights. Originally, what I was going to do tonight, I'm really upset that it didn't quite work, but I couldn't quite get the product that I want. So and I couldn't head out today to pick up the product. I thought I might have had some in my stock, but I didn't find any. So we're going to use this. Now, there's a dull side to this, which gives a rough edge to it. Everything disappears on your desk. Well, it's really funny because they were right here. But that's okay. We'll use these. These will work okay. But anyways, the other thing that's going to be our friend is our Post-it note tape. Now, you could use Post-it notes. I just find that this has got a lot more sticky to it, and it'll really work well with this particular thing. So you want to, on this one, there's a shiny and a not so shiny. The shiny side is a bit smoother, so when you're using your blending brushes, it's not going to rip your blending brushes. So, and the colors that I'm actually going to use today are Fresh Freesia. And we're going to use Rich Raspberry and a tiny bit of Old Olive on there as well. All right, so I have the Fresh Freesia. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Let's fold into the mountain, and we will get it with our bone folder, and we'll get a really good fold there. I have a thin layer that I've got of rich raspberry, so that's going to go there. And then we've got this layer here. Now this one happens to be 4 by 5 1/4, and this is 1/8 of an inch smaller. So it's like 4, so it'd be 3 7/8 by 5 3/8, I think. Let me just double check. It'll be 5 1/8. But anyway, so what I thought we could do was we could take either this one or this background and just put that on there. So it's really important that you find the right way. Now, I don't want it to be all over the background. So I'm just going to take my fresh freesia and I'm just going to take this and we're just going to go in circles. Now, a good way of doing this is to, you could mask off these things, but I'm just wanting just a very, very faint background on this particular one. So I'm not, like I say, I'm just going in with this. I just want it to be like a bit of texture. This kind of a card could be good for a casual crafter. A casual crafter doesn't have things like the cut and emboss. Personally, I couldn't live without my cut and emboss, but they may have things like these stamping, these masks and that sort of stuff. So like I say, it's for the casual crafter. So it's quite a challenge for me all the time when I'm not, or I don't go in and I don't use my cut and emboss. Okay, we're going to leave that one out because we're actually going to go in and we're going to start doing this flower. Now I have a piece, and it's funny because when you do for a casual crafter, you always think to yourself, well, I'll do this. I'll just run it through the cut and emboss. Well, you can't with a casual crafter. They do not have one. So the key to this is to use the fine ones first. I don't want this completely across my, I don't want it completely across my card. I want it to be a little off. So I'm coming in with this Post-it note tape, and this you can use over and over again, but I do not want to get any part of that or any part of this one on there. Now, when you go in with these fine lines, what you're going to do, and I'm sorry, I've just got to get rid of a troll here. I cannot believe trolls on YouTube Live for crafting channels, but that's okay. It's what it is. So anyways, when you go with this, what you're going to do, and you know what, I think I'm going to put just a bit more of it on there. So let me just go, let's go with that much on there. So all you're going to do is you want to make sure that this isn't going to go anywhere. So I'm going to actually tape this down here as well. This Post-it note tape is amazing. You can get it on Amazon. I don't think you can get it in our stationery stores at this point. All right, so I'm using the fresh freesia, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to go in circles, and I'm going to just get the base part of this card, of this stencil down. The butterfly is just gorgeous. So let's just get some more of that color on there. You know, I haven't got another light color like that, so I think what I'll do is I'll use this for the rich raspberry as well. Okay, is that enough? We're just going to take a sneak peek. And we'll just cover that up some more. All right, so then what I want to do is I want to get, see how pretty that is? Now what I want to do is I want to get this part. Now this is going to give the other accent. So I think it goes this way. So I'm just going to line this up. No, I just have to see. Yeah, okay. So it goes this way. The easiest way to look at, nope, it doesn't go that way. The easiest way to look at this is going to go in the center part right there. And then you just have to move this around to match it. So we're just going to, it might be harder for you to see off of. Oh my goodness. Why am I having so much? Is it there? Just had it upside down. All right. So this is just going to go in there. And then we just match this up. Sorry, I just got to move this around a little bit. Sorry, I'm distracted by these trolls that are on Facebook. Okay. That's going to go in the center there. And then we're just going to move this around so that it fits on there. It's not fitting on there. So this is like a jigsaw puzzle, right? There we go. Because I did it off of the page. And you can see now I've got it kind of in the right spot, because what's happening is that you shouldn't be able to see any of the white paper behind. All right, so now I want to make sure that this part is covered up there. That one's covered up, and let's go in with some more of the Post-it note tape. Like I say, this tape is, I can move it around. There we go. And now I'm going to come in with the darker, the rich razzleberry. Let's just see. And I'm just going to get that. And we're going to go in circles on here as well. So like I say, you want to make sure that when this is lined up, that you don't see any of the white paper behind. And remember to use the shiny side, because then the blending brushes don't get caught and you're not going to damage your blending brushes. It's going to be nice and dark. Okay. So there's what it looks like that. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to take this. I want to keep this Post-it note tape. And see how easy it comes off there. This I just wash under water. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come on with this, and we're going to put some leaves on it. So I think what I'm going to do, this one's going to be quite easy. I think I'll put a leaf over here. So let me just, I'm going to tape off that. I want to tape off this as well. And is anything else going to get, because we're going to go in with the Old Olive. And this Old Olive, I know when I originally was going to put the Old Olive together, I went, ooh, that's not really going to go. But you know what? It's not that dark. So let's just put the Old Olive here. There's one leaf there. See how the leaf goes on there. Let's go ahead and put a leaf over here. So I'm going to come in like this, and let's get that off. And it's really very, very simple to do this. If I was thinking a little bit better, I would have had the leaves, a little bit more leaves. You know what? I could put, see how I got a bit of green there. Let me go in here and let's cover these up. But see, it's very simple, and the butterflies are even easier. Very simple. So I'm just going to cover this part here. And when you're doing this, you just want to make sure that you're getting that part, but this Post-it note tape really helps. There we go. So there's our card, or there's the stenciling on the card. So how simple is that, right? The tape is on Amazon. Sometimes you have to do it as an add-on. That's what I did. I had done this a few, ordered it for everybody at one point. All right, so I'm just going to actually go ahead, and I want to put this white on white, but I need to cut this part off. So I'm just going to grab my trimmer. What would I do without my trimmer, right? So this piece is 2 1/8. So I want this to be 2 3/8. Yeah, it's just a bit. I tried to go off of the size of the stitch so Sweetly Dies. Oh, that's kind of crooked. 2 3/8. There we go. There. So sometimes it's nice to go white on white. So I'm going to do that. Let's put that on with dimensionals. Yeah, I use the Post-it tape. You can use Post-it notes. Post-it notes work just fine. I use this for all of my cut and embossing and everything else. So and we'll just come in with my Take Your Pick tool. Yeah, I was pretty excited about what I was going to show you. But I think I've got a good alternative to it. So I think it'll work. All right, so we'll put this on here. And like I say, this is for a stamper that is never, that doesn't have a cut and emboss machine. So let's go ahead and put this on here. And it just shows you don't, like if you were traveling light, that's if we can travel, you could do something like this. I'm just going to come back in with my trusty old paper clip. Let's just put that on there. And I think we'll make this into a birthday card. And so this fresh freesia can go just on here, and see it's got just a subtle bit. You can barely see that. But that kind of gives a bit of texture, or the look of texture onto the, oops, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to come in with my silicone mat, because what I really wanted to do was put some of this ribbon on there. Do I have enough of this ribbon on this roll? Just grab another one. There we go. So what I want to do is I want this to go around. So, and I see I've colored this. Thank you. You use washi tape. Yeah, washi tape would work as well. I don't have any washi tape anymore. I got rid of all my washi tape when we went out of it. So I don't have any washi tape. However, washi tape would work great on this as well. So, a little tricky because I put that glue on there to begin with. Glue and, believe it or not, this tape do not stick very well. So let me just see people just cringing with this glue. All right, so I'm just going to put this around. I kind of want it, let's see, where do I want this tape? Let's put it around here, I think. There's a right and a wrong side to this tape, or this ribbon. I hope this doesn't retire, but I have a funny feeling this tape is going to retire. Okay. And again, I always say make sure that you go in and reinforce so that that ribbon doesn't come off. And I don't take the backing off when that happens. Now I can go ahead and, whoops, it's not straight. How come I didn't check that? Okay, let me just take this one off. See, it's really hard to get that off now. I'm getting glue all over my hands. There we go. So I'm just going to put that on there. I really wish you could see this, because with that stenciling that I did there, I don't know, can you see it? It is so pretty. It's very subtle. All right. And then all we're going to do is just put this about here. So I'm going to pop that up as well. But let's get the sentiment. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use, I had this out from last night. I'm just going to use the Happy Birthday from the Artistically Inked. And I think we'll do this in Rich Razzleberry so that it really shows that. Stand on my tippy toes. Whoops, there's a smear in there. So let me just do this on the other side. There we go. Let that dry a bit. So yeah, these stencils can be found on page 65. You could do this with any of them, but at least these ones have the beautiful butterfly and the beautiful flowers that are on there as well. Now, as much as I hate to do this, I am going to have to use my, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and put this on here. So this is going to go on here like this. And I kind of want this to come off. No, let me see. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. I'm actually going to have it go up there a bit. So I'm going to put the dimensionals on here. These are so, like I say, so easy to use, but you do need the use of Post-it tape or Post-it notes, or like Kathy says, washi tape. Washi tape will work just great. So let's just put that on there like that. And that sentiment, let's just put that across there. So what I'm going to do is just put the dimensional, and I think we're going to have to double dimensionalize this. What a good word, eh? Double dimensionalize. This has got 2 dimensionals on it, on this piece here. And for me to put this piece off to the side here, if I didn't put 2 dimensionals on there, it would dip down. So double dimensionalize. There you go. All right, and then just a bit of glue. Well, thanks for sharing. I do appreciate when you do share. That's awesome. Let's just put that like that. So, and do I want a faux bow? I should have done something a little bit different. I should have done a different way. But you know what? I'm just going to do a quick faux bow because, yeah. Let's just do that. Remember, when you're doing something like that, just do it really tight. You're not going to notice it. It's not that big of a deal on there. Just sort of finishes off that part of the ribbon. And then I will use my iridescent rhinestones. Ooh, these are so pretty. It looks like I'm missing one of the sizes, so I'll have to go into this piece here. Get 200 of these rhinestones. Great deal. But these rhinestones, look at how they pick up the colors. We'll go with these, this size. Yeah, they look like they're iridescent. They really, or they look like they're this fresh freesia for sure. Spring, you're right. I got a bit of a boo-boo there, so I'm just going to put one there. So there's my card using these masks. Like I said, I think you get 5 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 6 in here. So you get 3 backgrounds. You get the one where you've got some different flowers, and then you've got these other flowers that go in here, and then the flowers and the leaves that are there, and then 3 backgrounds. And I really like this one. I like them all, actually. So anyways, so yeah, there you go. Simple card, really a simple card. And it used those stencils. So if you have anything, if you have any ideas of different things that you'd like to see, consider. And I know I'm still working on one for Kathy. I did kind of use it the other day. But if you have something that hasn't retired from Stampin' Up that's sitting in your room, let me know. And I'll try to work and try to make a card with it. And I really do appreciate it. So we will see you on Saturday morning. I'm back to Saturday for the sketch. And that'll be at 10 o'clock on Saturday Pacific time. And yeah, have a great evening, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.